Hi, welcome either to or back to my corner of the internet. So today I'm going to be doing a Wednesday Addams inspired makeup look. It's essentially just like her makeup, but like how to do it, or how I would interpret how to do it. It's really cute. It's very subtle, but I think it looks really cool. It's like dead girl makeup, tired eyes, that type of thing, which I really love. And I figured that a lot of people would probably want to know how to do it, considering how many people have been watching it. I'm really enjoying it. I am one of those people. I've always loved the Addams Family. Like the original movies I love. Well, not the original movies, like the ones from the 90s with Christina Ricci. I really love those movies since I was a kid. So to have Tim Burton do this version, have Jenna Ortega, it's just great so far. But I'm just like really obsessed with it. And I'm really obsessed with, well, I say I'm obsessed with her style. It's kind of just how I dress anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna show you how to do it. Just a disclaimer, if you have a darker complexion than me, my best advice would be to, well, you won't have to do a lot, it's just more so modifying the colours that I'm going to be using, because obviously like some of the colours you just need a slightly different tone that will match your skin tone a little bit better. Like obviously I'm very pale, so grey is more what I would use to contour. If you use colour that complements your skin a bit better, if you have a really dark skin tone, for the eye makeup obviously use a lighter base, just so the colours kind of show up a bit more. And again, just kind of tailor the colours more so to your skin tone. So I'm going to stop talking now and I'm going to actually get into it. Starting off with an already moisturised base. However, I am obviously going to conceal, even though we're going to conceal them, my eye bags, and then put them back in again. I also changed my septum jewellery, so you can't see it because obviously she does not have a septum piercing. I'm also going to take a white concealer just to, this is mainly just personal preference on how I do my makeup anyway, but obviously, I mean, she's not necessarily pale. I can't even speak. Basically, it's not because they've made her pale, it's just like my personal preference of how I like to look. And also I feel like it will just bring out the kind of reds that I'm going to put on and stuff like that, just because it will really cover my actual eye bags, and then that way I can just really add them back in. If you want to know how I do my base makeup, I did an in-depth tutorial on it, so I will put a card right now just so you can go and watch it if you're interested. It's just how I do my I mean, I would deem it flawless base makeup, but it's like how the most flawless you can get it. So yeah, if you're interested in that, click in whatever corner it is. Just while I'm waiting for the base to set, I am going to do my eyebrows, and to be honest, I'm not really going to do a lot to them because in the show her eyebrows are basically just like, well, they're kind of covered, but also they're just dark, and there's not really anything in them. So I am just going to put some gel in them to hold them in place, because there's just not a lot going on in her eyebrows. They're just pretty regular eyebrows. So for contour, I'm just going to put my laptop. I'm just going to put a little bit up here because she has slightly more defined cheekbones than I do. Yeah. So I'm just going to put some here, right on the cheeks. Not that it's going to do a whole lot, but I'm going to put in a little bit more contour later, but with a different shade, because obviously we're going for pale here, I guess. In terms of the nose, I keep knocking things over. In terms of the nose, she has like a really kind of cute button nose, which I do not have. So I'm just going to be doing a line right here, just across like that, just to make it look like the shape of her nose. You don't have to do this because obviously technically I'm focusing on the eye makeup, so again, you don't have to do this, but that's just what I'm doing. So yeah, and then just like a little bit here. just to make it look like it's more pointing up. You see, it's already, obviously in real life don't go really heavy with this because you look a bit weird, or at least I feel like I look a bit weird if I start going really heavy-handed. You like, the idea is to not be able to tell. Right, I figured I'd move you for the makeup portion. So what we're going to do is I'm going to use this palette. It's a bit busted, but as you can see, I'm going to be using the red and then this kind of browny red, this brown, and then this grey brown, and then also the black. But that's pretty much the colour palette that you need. Obviously, again, like I said, if you have a darker complexion than me, using the same kind of colours but just kind of like ones that will complement your skin tone more, because obviously like the grey and stuff is more for a pale person, whereas obviously if you are of a darker complexion, that's probably not going to be a vibe for you, right? So I have a picture of her over here so I can kind of see. So I'm going to start off with like the under eye bags, which I'm going to take the red and this, like this one and this one, kind of mix them together, because under her eyes is like really red and like moody. Like that pretty much. But concentrate the red more underneath, like right here. And then just do that to the other eye. You're also going to want to kind of bring it up into these bits of your eyes to kind of hollow them a little bit, because she has a bit of red in here, just a tiny bit. Don't know if that's actually just her or if that's something that they've done on purpose, but I noticed that and I thought that would be something good to include. I guess it's kind of just to make you look tired, and like I said before, kind of giving like a dead vibe. This is editing me, but I would just like to point out that every time I move and there's a weird noise, it's just my chair. I'm not just like farting throughout the whole video. It's just my chair. It's squeaky. I don't know why. Enjoy the rest of the video. So she has like a really small amount of eye makeup, but it's, I don't know how to explain it. It's very subtle. So I'm going to take the grey colour here and I'm going to put it right on the outer corner and just bring it up just a tiny bit. My phone keeps running out of storage. So irritating. Anyway. Okay, I'm going to take a angle brush and I'm going to take a dark brown and I'm going to run it across my lash line. My phone keeps, oh my god, there's only so many apps I can delete. Right, I'm going to run it along your lash line, like so. Okay, try and keep it really close. Like that, and I'm going to do the other eye. And you're going to want to wing it out ever so slightly. Like very minimal. So now that you've done that, you're going to want to take a fluffy brush and then use the grey and just kind of look down and then define wherever your eyelid is to give it some like more depth, more dead look basically. Now you're going to want to take the angle brush again and then you're going to dip in the black and sort of tight line your lash line again basically, but like really close, otherwise it will just start to like look like too much, if that makes sense, because it's very subtle. I'm just going to pat some grey on my lid just near where the lash line is, just to sort of darken up just a tiny bit, because I feel like it looks too light. And you're going to want to wing it out ever so slightly, like very minimal. Alright, I felt like the lighting wasn't really showing what I'm doing. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take the angle brush again and go along your lash line with the dark brown on the top, kind of reddish brown. And you're going to like go very, very carefully along your lash line. define them like just ever so slightly. I'm going to do the other eye. Now you're going to take a black and you're just going to do the same thing, but just in the corner. Just like that. I just put a little bit more of the grey across here, just to kind of deepen my eyes a little bit. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to take a really, really tiny brush and get a little like highlighter. I'm just using this one. And you're just going to go along here, just ever so slightly. And then just here as well, just this little tiny bit. Just has a tiny little bit of like a pop, because I feel like you can see in the show she just has this like tiny little bit here. Maybe this is just me noticing this. Just like a tiny bit in the middle where she has like light. I don't know why. That's pretty much it for the eyes. I'm gonna put on a little bit of mascara and then I'm gonna do my lips. Okay, so now I've put mascara on. Make sure you put bottom lashes on. It kind of really brings the whole look together. So now I'm just gonna take a colour that matches my lips, which ironically is kind of a similar colour to what she had. I'm just gonna overline a little bit because my top lip is basically non-existent. And I'm just going to take a red lipstick to just dab on a little bit. Not a lot, just like a little bit. Just to... This more so matches her like in the first episode, so just, you know. And then if you want, you can just like deepen your Cupid's bow, because hers is like really deep. As in like Jenna Ortega's is really deep, so yeah. And that is pretty much the look. Obviously I don't look exactly like her, but when I kind of I don't know. Yeah. So I hope this helped you. I apologise because the lighting is making it look a lot lighter than it is, but obviously like in person it looks quite dark. So yeah. I really hope that you enjoyed and I hope this helped you. And yeah, let me know how this goes for you. And let me know if you want to see anything in particular in the future. Thank you for watching, and I hope you have a lovely day.